Did you make this huge mistake and ruin your credit? You have been disputing a charge-off completely wrong this entire time. Stop disputing the balance on a charge-off. It's honestly the worst thing you could possibly do. And listen, I get it. Some amateur on social media told you, you gotta dispute the balance because a charge-off shouldn't report a balance. They must delete it from your credit report. Think about it. If it was truly that easy, don't you think it would be gone already? Think about this for a second. If you dispute the balance on a charge-off, all they're gonna do is update it to be accurate and complete. And now you have literally ruined your chances of getting this item deleted from your credit report. So in today's video, I'm going to walk you through from start to finish on exactly how to attack a charge-off properly. And you do not want to miss a single part of this because every part is crucial to the success of deleting a charge-off from your credit report. Now, this is not financial advice or legal advice, and I am not an attorney. This is for educational purposes only. You should know it's gonna be serious when I have to say that. Let's be very clear. A charge-off is the highest level of delinquency possible to have on a credit report. Of course, besides a bankruptcy, because that's really the ultimate high level of delinquency. But of course, you're gonna hear a lot of amateurs on social media or people that are just straight up trying to take your money specifically say, oh man, give me 60, 90 days and I'll get rid of those charge-offs. Really? Are you serious? Are you Jesus? I'm sorry. Am I talking to Jesus right now? Because I'm sorry, I didn't even know that. No, they're absolutely full of it. There is no way you can actually successfully delete a charge-off within 60 to 90 days. Those are what I actually call unicorns. If we can literally get them off that fast, you're officially a unicorn. This is the part that people never think about. It literally took 6 months for this item to turn into an actual charge-off. You really think that it's gonna be able to be deleted in 90 or 60 days? That's really, truly just being unrealistic. You are in this for the long haul. This is a marathon, it's not a sprint. Especially if you're working on your credit on your own and you don't have any tactics that a real, true professional has. And let me be honest with you, less than 2% of credit repair companies out there actually know what they're doing. That's the sad truth about it, ladies and gentlemen. We need to dispute directly with the original creditor. The biggest mistake that people make is they go after the credit reporting agencies after charge-offs. No, that is completely 100% wrong. We need to battle it out first with the creditor, and then we go after the actual credit reporting agency because remember, the information starts with the creditor and then it goes to the credit reporting agency. Now, this is where we go after the creditor first. If your charge-off is with a debt collector, this does not apply to you. This is solely and strictly for charge-off accounts that are still with the original creditors. If it's with a debt collector, you need to go to the route of doing some debt validation or possibly a refusal to pay. And pay attention to this part because you need to stop disputing specific attributes on a charge-off. An attribute is the balance, the last date of activity, the first date of delinquency. Leave those items completely alone and do not dispute them with the creditor or the credit reporting agency as such. Because people need to understand that a charge-off on a credit report has two different meanings. Number one, it could mean that the creditor has taken a complete loss and reported it as such to the IRS. And the creditor will actually send you a 1099 in the mail. Now, number two, if they did not report it to the IRS, then they just reported it as a loss on their books, and they still have the right to try to collect on it or sell it to a debt collector. Now, if you did in fact receive a 1099, then guess what? The debt has been canceled and satisfied, but we need to get confirmation of that over the phone or by letter in mail. If you did not receive a 1099, then the debt is still active and we need to communicate with the original creditor and get them to forgive or cancel the debt. Now, this is where we keep it easy and simple. We want to send a very simple letter to the original creditor. You want to sound like a human being. Don't use templates. Don't use any UCC nonsense codes because you're not an attorney and they know that. Just put this in your letter. Hey, Mr. Creditor, it appears that this item on my credit report has turned into a charge-off, but I noticed you have never sent me a 1099. Would you be so kind to send me a 1099 for a cancellation of this debt? Of this item due to my financial hardship. I would greatly appreciate it. I've gone through a serious financial hardship and this would help me with my credit in the future. Thank you so much. Sign it and send it certified mail with return receipt. Get it notarized at your local bank for free and do not, and I repeat, do not call the creditor and think that some representative on the phone is going to be able to forgive your debt. No, they're not. They're just representatives that are working at a call center. They don't have the power to do that. So don't think you're gonna be able to skip this entire process by picking up the phone. No, it doesn't work like that. Simply follow the process. You can also send this by email directly to the CEO CEO. You can go to a website called ceoemail.com. Again, it's ceoemail.com. This site is 100% free. Just type in the name of the bank, like say Capital One, and then it'll actually pull up Capital One USA, but do not click on any of the ads. This is how they keep the page actually running, and they can actually pay for it to keep it up to date. So you can actually get all this information for free. All of this information is accurate data to the actual CEO's email, address, and all their information. Is pretty wild. I want to give a special shout out to all my beasters out there that are working hard to fix their credit using DisputeBeast, the most advanced AI credit repair software ever created that comes with a 110% money back guarantee. But specifically to Brandon, Brandon's credit score went up 185 points after just one round with DisputeBeast. And Ashley's credit score went up 218 points after just 2 rounds with DisputeBeast. But let's not forget about Julio. Julio's credit score went up 266 points after just 1 round with DisputeBeast. DisputeBeast link is going to be pinned at the very top of the comments and in the video description for anyone that needs to fix their credit. Now let's say hypothetically you get the 1099-C in the mail. Now it turns into taxable income. But don't freak out, because there is something called Form 982 of insolvency with the IRS. Now, I strongly recommend that your tax professional fills this out. Once the IRS accepts it, congratulations, the debt has been wiped away and no longer taxable income. Now it's time to attack the credit reporting agencies. Now we're going to use the balance against them. This is exactly why you don't dispute the balance, because now we are showing that they are reporting a balance, and we have proof with the 1099 that the debt no longer exists. So now we're going to send a very simple letter to the credit reporting agencies. Remember, we want to sound like a human and not a robot. Say, hey, Mr. Credit Bureau, I was looking at my credit report and this account looks weird to me. The last date of activity, the last date of payment, the account number, the account balance, everything on this credit item on my credit report looks to be incorrect. Can you please delete this item from my credit report because it's not accurate and it's not complete? I greatly appreciate it. Last part's the most important. Now you sign the letter and get it notarized. This is crucial that you get it notarized for free at your local bank or credit union. Send it certified mail and then wait 35 to 45 days. At maximum 60 days, because they technically have 60 days. Nobody ever says that to you, but that's a fact. But do not tell them exactly what is wrong, because we want them to leave the balance on there because we're building a case against them. And you have to make copies of all of your letters. Everything. Now, most likely you probably got a response back saying, congratulations, this item is verified. Listen, I never said it didn't belong to me. That's not what I said. So we're going to send a very simple response. On such date, I sent you this letter explaining to you that this item is not accurate and it's not complete. I want this reinvestigated effectively immediately because this negative item is impacting my credit reports and I want it deleted immediately. Send it certified mail with return receipt and again, get it notarized. I get it, it's a process, but you're making your case bulletproof. When you send that second letter, you're gonna send copies of your first letter and all of the certifications and wait another 35 to 45 days, or at maximum, again, 60 days. Now you have 2 rounds in the books proving that they did not do anything. And now you have a case against the credit bureaus and possibly the creditor. Now you can actually file a lawsuit against them in your small claims court in your local jurisdiction per your city and your state. Now this is going to cost you a small amount of money if you want to do it, or you can find a local consumer law attorney that will take the case for you for free. Yes, you heard me right. Consumer law attorneys will take these cases for free if you build the case properly, exactly as I showed you. But remember, if you need to delete any collections, charge-offs, or negative items from your credit report and you don't want to do any of this, make sure to watch this video right here because it's going to show you how AI will do all the work for you, mail your letters, and it comes with the 110% money back guarantee. And if you felt that I brought you some value in this video, make sure that you don't forget and subscribe to increase your credit score.